Alright, welcome to another episode of Change Catalyst. Today I'm going to be talking about something serious. Yes, they pain my mind. Yeah, I'm not doing this because I'm an Igbo boy. I'm doing this because it's very important that we talk about these narratives. These narratives are actually it's eating deep into the Nigerian system. So, what is the narrative? The narrative is we already know that in Nigeria we have three major ethnic groups: the Igbo, the Yoruba, and the Hausa. Now you don't make it to become a majority ethnic group in Nigeria if you don't have contribution. So to some extent, these three tribes have its own major contribution to the growth of Nigeria. They contribute in terms of population, in terms of certain mineral resources associated with their land, and even in general, their own contribution to national growth, the people, the individuals' contribution to national growth. But have you traced this to find out that ever since democracy, we've not had an Igbo leader? And it's not even a concern to anybody. And I even hear that the word Nera means never allow Igbo rule again. It doesn't make sense. When did they ever rule? Now, why is this a concern to me? We all know the Igbos are industrious. We all know that. In fact, I believe if you open the eastern border to decongest Lagos, there will be a lot of changes that will happen in this country in terms of industrialization. We see what Jais Bank and Tech Bank did with the North and how they've evolved into business. But we've not actually seen to what extent the government or the federal system have actually contributed to the eastern growth after the war. These guys were once rich before the Biafra War. Now we can't even have a president coming from them. Just recently, I saw the news, the Northerners crying out for marginalization because there is a Yoruba president. What would then happen when the Easterners, the Igbos, agitate? And you still want to stop the sit at home? You still want Samuel Ebe to stop speaking? You want Nnamdi Kanu matter to be resolved? But you don't talk about the real concerns of these people having leaders. So there was Goodluck Jonathan became a president, and we want to say that's an Igbo president. No, these guys stand on their own. That is even more salt to the injury. There is a minority leader, there is a minority president, but yet one of the majorities have not become president. Doesn't make sense. Now these guys are rich. These guys are doable. They are visible. I think it's time we should give a chance to true Nigeria. Well, this video is to my political godfather, Mr. Richard Sokorocha. I love him, and I'm saying in and out. Then let's think about it. Before the agitation gets to the negative side, we need an Igbo president. The Igbos deserve to also test the state of leadership. They do good in business, they do good in leadership. So why won't we give them chance? If you go to the east, you will see development that is unspeakable. You will see development that, and in fact, I can tell you, Anambra and Enugu, some part of it look like Maitama. Maitama is even learning work. Look at the houses in Abuja, you will see the industrials. See, these people, we know they are industrious. We know they are not corrupt. You can't come and tell me this is a kingpin businessman in Nigeria, that his resources are bent to federal system. No, the only person you could even want to link to federal support is Alex. But even Alex self is not, Sir Alex is not even rooted like their Dangotes in sucking the Nigerian resources. Yet he's not even a politician. I think it's time we give the Igbo people a chance. Change Catalyst is about solving the problem before it escalates. I think that's why we're coming here. Roger Sokorocha is more northern than he is an easterner, but he carried the Igbo name. If we give him a chance, he has tendency. If you won't give him a chance, we have other people B and the rest. But let there be a balance. Equity, they said, anybody that comes for equity should come with a clean hands. I don't think Nigeria have treated Igbos with equity. Okay, equality may not solve it, but Igbos deserve some kind of respect. Over and out to stop the agitation in the East, consider it. 2027 may not be the time, but 2031 is not a good time to allow them to rule. Alright, this Change Catalyst, we create the change, but we remain unchanged. In and out.